I was reading up on, because there's newfound interest in sportsball.
Yeah,
I was reading up on the A League and the Wanderers and stuff like that. I didn't realise how new it was.
the club.
Not only just the club, but A League in general. I think that's only been around since 2009 or something like that.
Yeah, it's the 11th season.
Yeah.
Wanderers' fourth season. So it's getting on the club, getting on to be 5 years old now.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like because we've always had football. We've always had that as a sort of a mainstay in Australia, but I didn't realise. I thought the A League was just that's the soccer thing, and that's been around since time immemorial. But
Yeah. Well, I go back to what I was saying before that football's come in leaps and bounds over the last 10 to 15 years, but that's no accident. Around the early noughties, there was a government inquiry into the state of football, and there was a list of recommendations, and one of those was to create a new national competition. And other
hence the birth of the A League. Yeah.
Yeah, and basically other recommendations to basically tell football to pull its collective thumb out of its butt, basically. um, which suggests my background in policy was such a definition, but yeah, there it is, and I think it's been pretty good as a result. But it's not to say that football didn't have its bad old days, and yeah, there was a national comp back then, but
It wasn't anything like what it is now.
It was different in the sense that whilst there were teams covering Australia, the teams were ethnically based. And when you look at things on a mainstream perspective, there would be an argument that that means it's not those clubs aren't accessible to everyone.
Right.
Um,
So what's the difference now?
well, I think these days the clubs are, I guess, ethnic neutral. Although there's arguments against that. Like, I mean, Brisbane Roar, like, it's a lion, it's orange. There's actually a lot of origins about the Brisbane Roar that can be tied to the Dutch community within Brisbane. So
Sure.
even that thesis is a bit of a contradiction of sorts, you know?
Okay.
But, that's the sentiment. And I think it goes back to the idea of football being wog ball. So, yeah. I mean, for me, that can be a very awkward thing to think about, because for me, it doesn't necessarily matter whether there's I think it's great to embrace ethnicity within sport, It's a way a person can express themselves, but when you talk about football in the bad old days, there was the nationalism that was attached with the sports as well. That, definitely, whilst there are some valid criticisms, but I just don't think you could kind of shitbag a whole sport for something that could be considered a separate issue. But anyway, that's a little while ago now.
Yeah, well, thanks to you and my dearly beloved, I'm sure I'll find myself with a new vested interest in the ball of sport.
Yeah, so does this mean you're going to get membership now, Luke? Or
I don't know. I don't think I'm that much of a fan, but, I'll go to the occasional game, I suppose.
Alright, just don't go to tomorrow's match.
So, because we're boycotting.
We're boycotting.
Yeah, okay, thanks for the heads up.
You can come to the pub with me.
Okay, sounds good. I still can't get over the RBB. That's just because the game that I went to, they were just constantly. There was just chants and fucking songs and stuff like that, just almost constantly.
It's very relentless, isn't it?
It's I wanted to fucking run over and offer them water or a friggin', a couple of grams of cocaine or something. They must have had something, because I would have been worn out after the first minute.
They were fueled by the passion of the game, Luke.
That's always a natural high.
That and beer, probably.
Yeah.